This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last season's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That strong coverage that they tackle him at the 11-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Here on first down. Looking to scramble. First play taking a deep shot. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Tennessee. They strike first in this national title bout.
Oh, I love the aggressive mindset of this quarterback and offensive coordinator. You see a matchup that you like, you take a shot, and it pays off in a big way for a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. Starting field position here for the offense. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Second down play coming up. Inside give now from the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt can give the opponents excellent field position.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Gets the first and still running. Now here he goes. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Back to pass. It's Lewis. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Play number 8, this championship game drive, and they face 3rd down and short. Looking to throw it again. The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Ducks, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They were able to punch in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And here Here's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. And Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He's running out of time here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quick dart to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Quick pass, the catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back in motion now. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Caught over the middle, it's Perry. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator, and you're right, he shoots right.
The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball in the 32.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Vols. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Back to throw. It's Lewis. Pressure is coming. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down at the 48.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. 1st down, looking for more now. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And they hand it off to the back. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Zips it down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchups that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. From deep in the zone, he'll kick it out. If you tackle right at the 20, he's going to about the coverage. First play of the drive coming up. Under 3 minutes to play before half. He'll hand it off. Has the first down and more. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Lewis. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Back to throw again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On the run, it's Garcia. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on.
Looking to throw it deep. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Extra point makes it 35-14. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Perry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. It's like the final play of the half coming up. No press here. The defense backing away. Oh, and they've got him for a sack to wrap up the first 2 quarters of play here. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Gets into space at the 50. They finally bring him down, but what a... turn after the takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
It's an option look. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
And nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Balls.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming after him. On the run here. Lets it go. Over the middle and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Moves out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs.
He's in the clear. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Smith. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They can't stop him. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Running through the tackle. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tennessee. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. The shotgun running play call. Trucks through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Looking for some space. It's Buckle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. He's got room to run. As the first down is still going. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed to the running back. First down and more. He's still running. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Takes the low and heads to the left side. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab down the middle. It's McClellan. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? To the air, it's Smith. The pass rush closing in. This time, a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Pounding away with the run game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball to the ground. Scooped up in the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Smith. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Cricket.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Hit as he released it. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback will take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. The offense just takes a knee here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.